Okay, this is a retake that that I'm doing, and I just want to evidence that this is what I've wrote, and I've served it upon. This is real. This is accepted. I've called it my report, but it's real. It's seriously it's real, and it has been accepted by the LawNet Service Bureau, and it's been served to copy upon the lawyers, right? Lawyers of the board, right? And I've also in there that actually contains, this is part 2, right? I'm doing a part 3 actually, and because I don't know whether it's they expect a lot of me, but it seemed like it's a one-way communication, and despite the fact I've done so much. It's 80 page, right? I served them a one set, and that was the reason why on 30th of October, when they did not show up, at the for the hearing on 30th of October, I was quite upset. And you see, these are all the appendices. I've done a lot of research, okay, on in terms of mold, what is mold, and how buildings, old buildings actually, right, affected when there's dampness and molds, right? And that's the purpose of why I did the I called in AOM to do an independent non-viable air sampling, and they sent it to the US. They don't do it in Singapore. Now I do not know. In 2019, I had it done, and this is just specifically for my unit in the master, because the master had the outside the toilet had water leakage and seepage has been left unattended for at least 2 years, 1.5 years. Yeah, 2015 it happened. It was done from upstairs. And then 2017 it occurred, 2018, and I thought that it was actually outside. However, I think there was no proper checks, and then they left it for another year till May 2019. So there's a lot of waiting. I also want to share with you. This is I've also done this, and I've served it on lim and all. This is upon my to let my ex-husband or ex-spouse know, although he for a decade we have not been in touch. You see, I just want to know to eliminate anything like whether it's vandalism, and whether it's natural. Breach of duty basically is just from the perspective of the HDB board and several parties, right? In my other video I've shared, this is what's the premise of a builder, an owner, and a public housing agency. Owner meaning they are also owners, right? The board is also owners. I am an owner. I'm an owner of a flat, right? So they must always understand that how the psyche of an owner, for me, the distresses that it causes upon me as a resident owner. I'm a resident, I'm not renting. I don't earn or generate an income, for myself. We have all got to go back to work, got to do my things and all. How many weeks leave are each of us given appropriately by the ministry or every company, right? How many of us have that kind of luxury, right, to just sit at home and do nothing? They may think that I'm sitting at home doing that, but I'm doing a lot of work, right? Doing work for others, that so that it's to make their life a little bit easier, from the real perspective of an owner. For me, the rest here, maybe they don't really care. Some of them, they may be tenants, they don't care. Do you think they will care? Because they are paying, right? They're paying to the other owner. That owner, I don't know, maybe they've got some connections, but I don't like to do all these kind of things. I've already actually told them about what these are my, my arguments, right? uh, and this what I it's all logic, right? That's all. I've given them a lot, and I don't understand. There's no coming forward. Even from the level of a CEO, right? A CEO is responsible for the company, right? What it does, why it did this, and what happened. It's answerable, to a higher authority. I don't understand. I simply don't. It's strange. Why people do the things that aren't they, answerable to all these authorities, right? Right. I shared earlier very openly, these are things like that we can avoid, having people, come in and or use personal infos and stuff. I think that's not really good, and so what I had to do, look at here, how many, right? Why? Is there a reason why? Professional structure, I got to check, right? Because all these things we have to, I'm not asking for a lot, but I called all these people, these are my, and I have submitted all the forms, and I called this, I paid, a lot of them, a lot of things I've done, all these things I've shared also. You see, a lot of all these are pictures, real pictures. They're not bluff, right? They're not like false, these are things which I've done. I've shared extensively with the family courts, to tell them that, yeah, these are things which I suffered, these are things and I bought a lot of materials, that paint, even why would people do such things like that, I mean, essentially they are paid also, as in like a proper contractor who's paid to do all these things for a flat, unless they have no inkling about what, seriously, I don't know. I'm not being a critique or what, but it's just, you see, this is the waste pipe, and this was the corrosiveness and all, it's like, and just to apply this, no, this is not essential work. You see, all this is essential work to be replaced, but they were not done. A branch, I cannot accept a GM of a branch office that says things like, she doesn't know, or she doesn't want to, yeah. It's not an excuse, right? All these things, you see the condition. I've covered this just so that work, when they need to do the actual, but it wasn't until March I covered it, and also see, I don't know the state of the air spores and stuff like that. Yeah, and it became a little bit the condition has not see the backworm, this is what the backworm against the wall. There were several. This is the outside, the wall, the facade, right? I took it from outside where I hang the clothes, right? So all these there, you see the different color of the building, and you can see, of course, this is outside, right? The car park, right? And these are all the clothes racks, right? See the number of locks I have to change and all. I've done quite a lot. I've done actually I've done all this. I truly, and yet, they're not, it's not like for building their own record or library. I think it's not I don't know, I don't have a word for it, but I don't think it is appropriate, you see. And these are things which I spent. I have to actually do a lot, pay a lot for for doing all this. I'm not a consultant, I'm not that staff also, and yet I'm sharing a lot, and I think to be so open and yet not, and you see, these are things like that I actually am doing one more time. I'm doing another submission, part 3, and you see, I've also told MND also, I shared yesterday why I'm doing all these things, and basically I have, you see, all these things I've done. You see, this is just to briefly let you know that this is what I've done. You see this is the condition. You see how bad. You see, I spend money and I don't expect people to just spoil it. Yeah, you see, this is pretty good, right, condition, and he's a tile contractor from Malaysia, recommended by my brother relative, and that's a lot. I have These are what I've done, over the weekend, and I'm still fine tuning. I didn't expect to actually write so much, but this is actually what I have to do, and you see all these things here. Yeah, these are what happened, and this also. See the right side of the, yeah. I sent all this. So I it's not that I'm boasting. I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm